Hi and welcome to our newest tank review, and today we're looking at the VK100.01 P. Sometimes they call it the baby mouse of the tier 8. Historically, this tank never existed or even a prototype. This tank only exists in blueprint. It is part of the development of the mouse. So today we're going to talk about the tank specs, armor profile, strategy, stack gameplay, and fully upgraded tank gameplay. So, okay, let's begin. So here we are at the tank specs of the VK100.01 P. The tank is actually a German heavy tier 8 tank. It's preceded by the Tiger P. It's part of the mouse line. Now the tank is heavily armored and so slow, so you really need a patient and lot of practice in this tank. Now for this tank, actually you have a quite small HP for a very heavy armor. Now I switched to enhanced armor. You see the original HP is actually 1400. That's actually small. It's like the same HP with the Tiger 1. I guess the Tiger 1 is just 1400 also. So that's quite small compared to the Tiger 2, which is 1600. So it's okay, I guess, since the tank is fully armored. So in this tank, you really need the standard fuel, the improved fuel. You really need that because you are so slow. The tank is so slow. It will take you time to reach a fight. Usually the fight ends before you even reach it. And in the chocolate, because the 120mm gun, it's actually a beast, good penetration, but the reload time of this tank, this gun, is so long. I guess it was 15 seconds without the chocolate. If we remove this, let's see, the reload time is actually 15 seconds, so yeah, it will help you a lot. The gun handling of this tank actually is quite unlike the mouse, which is the 128mm of mouse is actually accurate. This tank, the 120mm of this tank is not that accurate compared to the 10cm gun. So you need time to aim. So I suggest the always load the stabilizer. Always have that, and the gun rammer again for the reload time, because if you remove that and then the chocolate, you will get a 16 seconds reload time. So I suggest always have the gun rammer in the chocolate. Actually, I always load the chocolate in almost all of my tank because it really helps a lot. You have more DPM, you can do more damage, you can assist more. Now after this, we're going to look at the armor. I'm pretty sure that the armor is so good. It's so good for its tier, and the penetration, it's actually very good, 220. It's actually so nice for its tier. And the alpha, it's quite high, 460 compared to the Tiger 2 that around 300. So yep, that's it for the tank specs. Now we will be proceeding to the armor profile. So now here we are at the armor profile of the tank. Now the reason why this tank is so slow is because of the armor. Look at that front armor, 200mm for a tier 8 heavy, and then the sides 130mm. And again, most and common for all the German tank, you have a very weak lower plate armor, and that's the weak spot, and also that giant cupola right there. Look at that armor, 175mm, and whatever you do, you only get 175mm, and that's really bad. The other weakness of this tank is this shake, usually it being shot. Even a standard ammunition, it can be shot. So I suggest after doing side scraping, after every shot, and also try to angle your turret, so you have a less chance of penetration. You increase that. You increase the armor by angling it also, besides angling your hull. Actually, this tank, I suggest you stay on this tank. If you want to get the mouse, stay on this tank. The VK100P is actually a good practice for the mouse. because once you reach the tier 10, most of the tank is using a derp gun, so they can penetrate you a lot. So master the angling, the turret angling. I suggest you master that before going to the mouse. If you wanted to see the mouse review, you can check also my video. I will leave the link below. And now this is actually the good part of this, the side armor of this tank. If you notice, there's quite a slope on this tank, and then the space armor, actually this space armor, because this slope, you see that 900 plus 900 armor, even if you angle it. Now on the gameplay, I will show you the tank is actually a bounce magnet. Sometimes you will bounce a shot without literally doing nothing, without doing any effort. You will going to bounce a shot. You can also bounce, surprisingly, shots from behind. Look at that space armor. You know that? Yep, there's a space armor in between that sometimes they are mistaken to shoot that part. Sometimes RNG, you know. Yeah, this tank is really good for holding position due to its superior armor. The only downside of this tank, it's so slow. It's just got a 220 kilometers, and that's so slow. So yep, that's it for the armor. So we will proceed now to the tactics. Now here we are at the tactics. Now if you look at this, everything is totally not recommended. You're on the tier 8 battle, your tier 9 battle, you're not recommended the Peekaboo. Again, you're so slow. The long range sniping, because of the 128mm gun, it's not that accurate compared to other German guns, so you will having a hard time doing sniping. Front line, and then okay, again the hit and run, you're so slow, you can do that. So you have that. The roll, you can't not do that. You have a very large weak spot, and that is your cupola. So rolling is a bad suggestion for this tank. Sometimes you can do it if you are very good at angling, or you can good at hiding your cupola, but I usually just try to hold the line. Now front line, I guess this one should be the recommended for this tank. Front line is your only job. You go to a place where you think you can absorb many shots. Go there, just hold the line. Don't expect to get a large amount of damage, but expect to catch or bounce a lot of shots. That is your overall role. Like for example, there's the C cap. You go to the C cap, then hold it. Just avoid the enemy to capture the C cap. That's it. That's your job as a VK, because you're so slow you cannot go to point A to point B immediately. So that's it all for the tactics. So now we will proceeding to the gameplay. So here we are now at the stack gameplay of the VK100P. We are now loaded the 10cm gun. That's why I only have the 12 seconds compared to the 10cm gun of the Tiger 2, which got only 9 seconds for load time. The load time of the tank is quite long. I'm going to pick a shot thanks to the accurate gun of the 10cm, but it is loaded into VK100. It's not that accurate compared to the 10cm that I'm pursuing, and I missed that shot. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to the front, and I am trying to absorb as many shots as I can. So I'm trying to side scrape, then peek, then I keep my position to the right side where I can have a cover on both of my sides, and so I keep the enemy. The idea is always keep your enemy in the front. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to side scrape, trying to peek, trying to get a shot, and I'm waiting for this TD to come up. And the secret of this is have patience. Don't charge or slow. Again, you're so slow. So nice. So good thing I waited and dropped the shots, and I got penetrated by by the TD. And then back position. Look how I'm not trying. How I keep playing on my position. I just keep playing on the strong part of the tank, which is the front armor. So I'm keeping all the enemies in the front. And then I spotted a nice bounce at there. Nice shots and got penetrated on sides. And now this is what I say that the tank is a bounce magnet. Look at that. I bounce a shot on my side, which I didn't do anything. I didn't side scrape. I just, and again like that, I just bounce again a shot. Just the tank is just popped up and it should win. I didn't expect that, but luckily I bounced the shot, so it's good. Now just keep your front armor, stay in one position. That's it. That's the gameplay, the whole gameplay of the tank. It's quite boring actually. You just stay in one place. Then the problem with this tank is once you were out of support, you're dead. You cannot support your own. You're so slow. You have very reload time. Even the 10 centimeter gun is quite long. The 12 seconds actually long. Meds can kill you easily because you're so slow, and that is a nice battle. And I got a 1800 damage and 1800 block. That's good. Now here we are at the fully upgraded gameplay of the VK100 P. Actually, on this gameplay, there's nothing special. I didn't deal too much damage. I didn't do any clutch, but I really like this saber play because I managed to block a lot of shot, and I block a lot of shot even on my rear. So that's I just want to demonstrate the advantage of the armor of this tank, which is totally thick, a very thick German tank. So now I'm just going to find a position where you think you can excel. Try to hold that, and this is what I say that the gun is not accurate. I hit that lower glacial, lower armor, but I suddenly did an RNG and I hit the upper part, so it's a bounce. So look at this. Now I'm just trying to hold and trying to drop a shot in here. My only mistake is I didn't notice that there's someone inside. But look at that. I managed to block 2 of his shots without actually doing anything. I'm not trying to angle or what, but I blocked the shots, 2 of the shots, and also I blocked the shots from the IS, the front shots from the IS. So I'm trying to eliminate this giant from behind, and I'm going to try to help the VK45. Now this light tank here. Now this is the fun part about this. The light tank will going to try to engage me from behind. So instead of trying to rotate or placing my tank in front of him, I just bump him with my rear since I'm very heavy. Look at that. I'm making a lot of damage. Yeah, but just crushing him. Just crushing this poor tank. And I drop the shots. And again, look at this. Another block. And just a little wiggle right here. And the black. Just black at those blocks. I managed. Look at that. 2,300 blocks. And most of that blocks, I didn't actually expect to block those. I'm just driving the tank and I managed to block it. So yeah, that's the gameplay of this tank. Just find the position, hold that. The only problem is once if your enemy didn't go to that position, that's when you're going to have a problem. So still, it's a good game. I managed to get out 1,700 damage, 2,000 K block. So that's it. I hope you learned something from that video. I really hope you enjoyed that. I'm so sorry that I haven't uploaded many video for the past week. I just quite busy schedule, but I got reserved a lot of video, and I'm planning to upload it this couple of weeks. So yeah, wait for other reviews, including the Bob Tiger. So wait for that. So bye bye and good luck on the battlefield, commanders.